Welcome, guys. Welcome into the live. Thank you so much for coming. Those of you who are here, those of you will be coming. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. Yes, it is Sunday, and the month of October is rolling along. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Happy birthday to everybody who's having a birthday today. Everybody who's having a birthday anytime in October. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. I hope your loved ones make your birthday very special. And if they don't, make your own birthday special. Because guess what? It's your birthday. Say thanks to your mommy. Say thanks to your daddy for their contribution in making you here. And bringing you here, I should say. Yes, don't wait for anybody to celebrate you. Celebrate yourself. Yeah, celebrate yourself. Right, Michelle? Hey, Mish, how you doing? There's my friend Michelle here, guys. Another of my faithful travelers in the place. Woo! Let me get myself together here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, Mish. How is your Sunday going, my love? How are you doing? How are you doing? So good to see you as always. Come on in the live, guys. Let us talk. So many things has been happening this week. So many stories, so many things in the news. We're like on bad news overload. We love good news, but it's always punctuated by bad news. But it's the world that we live in. So we have to take the good with the bad. You know, all over, everywhere you turn, the news that often comes to your ear, that you often see on social media is oftentimes sad. Many things have happened. You're trying to stay awake. You should be awake. You hear me, Michelle? You hear me messing with you, talk about you should be awake. Oh my gosh. You came in from work, my dear? I guess you're probably tired. All right. If you gotta sleep, sleep, honey. If you gotta sleep, sleep. Let me put on my headphones because I know you all can hear me. So I'm gonna put my headphones on. But I hope you're having a great Sunday. Come on into the live, guys. Don't forget, once you come in, hit that like button, invite your friends and your friends' friends to come over and let us talk about some things that happened in the news this week. Lots of things. Lots of things happened in the news this week. Lots and lots of things. Lots of things have been happening in the news. So we're going to talk about a few of them. Just a few of them we are going to be talking about. Right, Michelle? Oh, I heard them talking about Thanksgiving, and I thought about my loved ones in Canada who are having Thanksgiving, but ain't nobody there said a word to me. So I was just like, oh. But I saw people were saying it on the live yesterday that it was Canada's Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh, ain't nobody said a word to me. I didn't know there was Thanksgiving going on in Canada. But hey. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you in Canada. Yesterday I was asking the people in Canada. Kids didn't answer me. Nobody else answered me about what is Canada giving thanks for. I mean, I don't know the history of Canada. I might need to take a look about the origins of their Thanksgiving. I know the origins of Thanksgiving here in America is marred with the cruelty of how they mistreated the Indians and treated the natives like trash and killed them off and then turn around and celebrated that kill. Yeah. Yeah, that's what their celebration is about. Yeah. But anywho, it is their legacy. It is their legacy. But what to say? So, oh, Silva, speak of the devil and he appears. Silva, you know, say you was talking. I was talking about you, but me never call your name. But now you are here. You can hear for yourself. So nobody do have to tell you that they hear Trev over on YouTube talking about you. You would have heard it all by yourself. And the lovely Teflon Don is in the house. Teflon Walton, how are you doing? It's always a pleasure to see you. Always a pleasure. I'm great. I'm doing great. It is Sunday. It is October. We are rolling along. It is my month. And we are preparing. Yes, for the showdown week after next. Yes, we are preparing. Week after next is going to be the party. Silva, you're coming to the party. What do you mean by keep it that way? Keep what that way? What do you want me to keep that way? Talk to me. Because I said I was talking about you. You want me to keep talking about you? You want me to keep talking about you, Silva? Is that what it is? All right. I can keep talking about you. But who am I going to talk to? Talk to myself? Who you want me to talk to, my friend? You want me to talk to myself? Oh, you're not calling me. You dash me away. I say you know your friend them, when you're in need, your friends turn your back on you. I say you know your friend them, man. Yeah, but guess what? Life goes on. See, me dress up this morning. Dress up. Who like my shawl? You like my shawl, Teflon? Mish, do you like my shawl? Oh my God. All right. I was going to talk about the news and then I look in the chat. I see my lovely friend Michelle. Guys, don't forget when you come in the chat to hit the like button. I appreciate it. I really do. I was waiting for Silver's response, but he ain't saying a word. He probably just looking at the phone like, I ain't saying one word to her, not another word. Well, that is fine. We're going to talk about the news, guys. But as you know, I always had to kick it off with something else. Michelle Trev, I'm hoping that the party's on a Saturday. Michelle, the party's going to be week after next Saturday night. Yes. Week after next Saturday, Michelle, is going to be the party. I still need people to let me know if they have a birthday in October, to let me know so I can add them to the party clan. And also for the people, okay, and for the people who I still, Kizzy said she's going to do the music for me or something like that. Kizzy, you here? I'm probably gonna have to text her, let her tell me exactly what it is she's going to do for the party. Because I need to know before. Because I'm not gonna mash up my thing, So I have to have it on paper before the actual day. So I have a visual in my head. This is how I function, guys. So I have a visual in my head as to how it is going to go, how I want it to go. And if in my head it is not arranged the way I think it should, I will get anxious. I will just, go crazy because I need to have a visual in my head. And that is why I want to know the people, the places, the props, everything, what is going to happen. So that is the plan. Something seems like it is trying to derail the plan a little bit, but we will see. I will still hold it together. Well, JY, the JY, where is my dear JY? JY, see how me cover up my bosom from him. Where is he? Where is he? Michelle, you like my shawl? I love this. I love this shawl. Guess what, Michelle? Guess what? My shawl is not even a real shawl. You know, I can be creative. I can put things together. Sometimes I don't appreciate my own abilities to be creative. But you know, so Michelle, this is my skirt. This is my skirt, And I just folded my skirt over my shoulder and put a little pin right here. And me like the color of it. No, not like that. Like that. Yeah. And I really love the color of it and how it has fallen over my shoulders and the way how the colors have come together over my shoulders. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I love it. All right. Yeah, we can fold it down. So guys, you can be creative too, Yeah. This is my skirt. Yeah. And I just fix it up. But when I'm looking in the camera, I don't know which way to go. See? Yeah. But anyway, we're going to talk about the news. What's been going on? Chef, how you doing? It's always a pleasure to see you. Always, always a pleasure. Oh, because I was thinking that was a dress. Not a dress, Michelle. It is my skirt. Yes. And I just fold my skirt over my shoulders and put a little pin right here. So my mama taught me to be creative. Yeah, my mama taught me to be creative. You see, then we can even drop it down like this, just like that. And see my blouse underneath it. See there? Yeah, just like that, Michelle. And I have a blouse, just like I have a shawl over my shoulder. All right, come on in, guys. Come on in and let us have a little Sunday talk. Come on in, let's have a little Sunday talk. Silva, every time I talk to Silva, him just run away. Every time. I'm keeping your eyes. I'm keeping your eyes open. Poor JY. Yeah, my gosh. I don't know him there, but we are on different time zones, so he's probably sleeping or something. But anyway, we are going to be talking about a couple things in the news this week. And one of the first things I want to talk about, is the news that came out of California. I was reading yesterday, where the governor in California has signed into law a law against stealthing. Now, who knows what stealthing is? Because, unfortunately, I didn't know. I did not know. But let me show you all what we got going on here. All right, guys, that's the first thing we have going on here. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. Yes. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. Oh, Silver Sam under the weather. Silver Sam under the weather. But anyway, we are going to talk about stealthing. I did not know. I know the word stealth, but I didn't know the word stealthing was used in this way. I did not know. I will admit I did not know anything about it. Well, stealthing is actually when a male removes a condom during intercourse without the other party. I don't know why I said male, because these days everything gets you in trouble. But when the party in the act who is supposed to be using a condom removes it without the other party knowing. So they remove it during intercourse, but the other party has no clue. I've heard of cases of pregnancy, of disease transmission, and all that during those cases. But did you know that this week, the governor of Florida, why say Florida? Because Florida is always in the news, they get a bad rap. Oh my God, it's California. The governor of California made it into law where it is illegal. So if somebody does that to you in the state of California, they can be arrested and charged. So it's going to be a law on the books of California. So those men out there in California, it seems like it must have been a really big problem out there of people surreptitiously removing the barrier between them and their partner and not letting the partner know. And for me, that would be scary, because even if I gave you consent for the act, after you have done that, it's no longer consensual. So that is now assault. Oh, yes. Yes, that is now assault. That is now rape. That is now you taking me against my will. Y'all don't agree with me? Yes, that's what it is. Oh, Chef saying, well, Irie. And Silver saying under the weather. Enough love to you, Teflon. Enough love to you, my friend. All right. So this is what the news says about this new law that Governor Gavin Newsom signed. And I'm reading this one. This is the one from CNN. Says Gavin Newsom signed a bill into law on Thursday, making the state the first to prohibit stealthing or removing a condom during intercourse without the partner's verbal consent. The new law makes the removal of a condom without consent a sexual assault and affirms that the practice causes long-term physical and emotional harms to its victims. All right. Okay. Michelle says, I agree with the governor. He says stealthing is not just immoral, it is now illegal. So this bill 1171 makes it a crime to do that. And Michelle, I agree with you. Michelle says, I agree with the governor with that. I agree too. Yes, I am in agreement with that. Because that shouldn't happen. You can't do that and get away with it. But clearly it must have been a big problem over there why the governor felt the need to put it on the books. Listen to what Garcia, who is the state assembly, Christina Garcia, she's also a Democrat. Listen to what she says. Rape is rape, and a marriage license is not an excuse for committing one of society's most violent and sadistic crimes. I agree with that statement. And it brings us to the point of people arguing that when you are married to the individual, it is not rape. Say what? Excusez-moi? Yes, it is. I don't care if I'm married to you. If I say no, the answer is no. Because you're married to me doesn't mean that you have the right to violate me. No. I still have the right because it is my body. So you don't have the right to just take my body at your will. No, you don't. Michelle said, because someone can be pregnant or get some kind of STD. Yes. Yes. What if you just take me against my will and I get pregnant and I didn't intend to get pregnant? I didn't intend to get pregnant. That is why I consented that there will be a barrier between us. But if you are going to be surreptitious and cruel and take it off without my consent, then indeed you have assaulted me. And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Married or not. Married or not. You can't do that. You can't violate people and then use the fact that you are married as a cover for your cruelty. No. No. So I agree with this one 100%. In a statement, San Francisco District Attorney Chessie Boudin said, "This bill will ensure that our laws protect all victims and survivors of sexual abuse and that rape committed against a spouse is treated just as seriously under the law as rape against any other victim and survivor." I support AB 1171 to bring about necessary protections for domestic violence victims and survivors who suffer sexual abuse and hold those who commit spousal rape accountable. Okay. So, no longer will the men be able to use "we are married" as an excuse. No longer will they be able to use that as an excuse for assaulting their spouse or taking them against their will. All right, so that's one thing that was in the news this week. Is anybody here who does not agree with this law, this new law? Because I am in agreement with it, and so too is my dear friend Michelle. What do you think about that, Silva? Is he still here? Yes, that is one good news coming out of California, and I hope other states will follow, because right now there are some worthless bills that are on the books, worthless laws that are on the books. You know, they should go through and take out some of the laws, and laws like this that applies to modern day society, yes, should be on the books. And I agree with the governor. I don't agree with everything. Oh, Silva says he's living in Canada, so it not apply to him. Okay, all right. I never know that. I didn't know that. Okay. All right. So for us here in America, this law does apply to those of us who live in those of you who live in California for now. I think some other governors might follow suit. They might follow the lead of the California governor and put in laws on the books addressing this cruel behavior that has been around for a while. I have heard of people who have said they got pregnant, they got STDs, or when the act was over, they realized that there was no barrier between them, and they carry around that anger because there was nothing in the books on the books to protect them. There was no way they could file a charge against the individual for having exposed them, even if they did not get pregnant or they did not get infected with anything. They still feel violated because the individual ended up sharing bodily fluids with them when they did not intend to share bodily fluids with that individual. I'm in Canada, but that doesn't stop you from having your opinion. Right. That is true. That is true, Michelle. All right. What else was in the news this week? Let's see what else was in the news. Okay. Next thing that was in the news, the most recent news, guys, the most recent news that came out of Jamaica. Yes, the most recent news that came out of Jamaica. Actually, hold on, let me see. Let me fix this here. All right. So the next news I'm going to read for you is the news that came out of Jamaica just about yesterday, of a man who beheaded another man in, of all places, St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica. That's St. Anne, my parish. Yes. Ah, boy, every day the news gets crazier and crazier. Every day the news gets crazier and crazier. So according to the news, a man of unsound mind. Those of you who are Jamaicans, who have been to St. Anne's Bay, we know that there is this man of unsound mind who we call Soji. I've known Soji to be on the road since as long as I can remember. Since I was in high school, we always seen him walking around. You know, that he's of unsound mind. We know he's crazy. Sometimes he has a stick, he has the stones, he has machete, he's threatening people. And he has been on the streets for years. For years he has been on the street. And nobody has taken any steps to take Soji off the street. Lord of mercy. Now that I'm going to talk about my new Lord Jesus. Hold on there, guys. I gotta move this because I see my dear JY coming into the chat. I'm gonna have to hide this because I have to show JY. JY, welcome into the house. Topaz in the place. How are you doing, Topaz? So good to see you. Stacy and the D's, welcome, Stacy. Now we can talk about Jamaica. Oh, so now you're ready to talk, Silver. All right, we can't talk to you about Jamaica. We can talk anytime. Listen, JY wanting dinner, guys. JY, when me done, when I'm finished here, I go downstairs go make the dinner. Yes, so we talking now. I'm gonna make the dinner around 3-ish, somewhere around there. We're gonna make the dinner. Yes. Where you want for dinner, JY? What you want for dinner? Me love cook for man, you know. Yeah, me love cook for man, but me love when them appreciate it. So make sure I cook for you, you appreciate it. Yeah. I love go out of my way and cook. Yes, prepare a good, decent meal for mom. And my man, I don't want days and I know if you appreciate nothing. So, oh, Michelle, you didn't hear that one. Yes, Michelle. In St. Anne's Bay, let me finish the chat first before I go into that piece of news. You are welcome, Stacy. You are welcome. You are welcome, my love. I want me come on YouTube. Come go on bad for me dinner. You want me come on YouTube? Come on. Yes, you're the nice ear. You're the nice ear, JY. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Me know so you soon start say what I go on. All right. Well, if Michelle have no food for you in Canada, then say Thanksgiving. Tie me up like goat. JY, you're wrong. JY, want me tie him up like goat. JY, I don't know if I tie up goat. JY want me to tie him up like goat. Lord Jesus, how that sounds so? How that sounds so, JY? Oh my word. I'm not going to tie up like goat. Let me tie up differently, not like goat, because when you tie up goat, you like tie up them two back foot. No, we not do that to you. We not do that. We not do that. We do it a different way, JY. Different way, my love. Different way. Love Burks in the place. Welcome, Love Burks. Thank you so much for coming. As always, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. But I'm going to read this piece of news for you all, guys. Because in stew peas, but me never put no peas for soak. Me never put no peas for soak, you know. So oh y'all get stew peas. Me have to go make the stew peas a few one of the day, man. But it can't make today. It can't make today again. Me I go use canned peas. Me I go use canned peas and make the stew. No stew peas. Me can use canned peas though, and make the what I'm gonna make today. Me I go show you what me I gonna make today. When me finish. You like tonka meal? Tonka meal nice with fish, you know. So I'm gonna make tonka meal and fish. Right? I know so that good for you. You will like it. It strengthen your back. You straighten your back, JY. Farititi B, how you doing? Love hello, me hear my name when me hear stew peas. Here ya, Lord of mercy. I love birds want stew peas today, Jesus. Oh my word. Me not make no stew peas today. Cause me not like make stew peas with the peas what in the can. Because the peas in the can already cooked. So when you cook it down again to make stew peas, it mash out. Me not like that. Me like the stew peas from the peas that you soak overnight. Yes, soak it overnight and then you cook it. But we never plan for that, JY. So that's going to be one other day. Okay? But we are talking about this piece of news now coming out of Jamaica. Out of St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne. Anybody here who is from St. Anne's Bay in that area? Why am I talking about plenty expensive? Oh, yes. Jesus, Michelle, me slow. You didn't watch Unstoppable the other night. That's what, yes. Oh, my God. Yes. I was at Unstoppable the other. Oh, yes. Juba, how you doing? Hallelujah. How you doing? Good to see you, Juba. Yes, with the stew peas. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that missed me. Okay, JY, thank you, my love. Thank you so much. No problem. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, that's why I want stew peas. No, some of do them things there. Your stew peas are going to be nice and clean. Many of them things there. Food for clean. No, sir. No, JY. Not getting dirty food over here. No dirty food. But there why me not have to tie you. That's why I talk about the tie up like goat. Lord have mercy. Me never Jesus. It miss me. Cause them something that on my mind. Those things are not on my mind. So that's why it slipped me. Never. But thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for catching me up. Thank you so much. All right, and my moderators who are in the chat, keep your eyes on the chat because since yesterday we've been having some spammers come through. So whenever you see them come through, don't hesitate to block and report them. Just get rid of them, please. We don't want them over here. Oh, Silva, you from St. Anne? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. See, so somebody's here from St. Anne just like me. I mean, always a trouble you say not answer me. I mean, I ask you if you're married and you not answer me. Lord have mercy. But anyway, Ricky is in the place. Welcome, Ricky. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Mr. Foreign TTB was rolling up in the place. You know, Foreign TT, how you doing? Michelle, I appreciate it. I appreciate it because Jesus, that went like shh, straight over my head. It's a good thing Modest is not here because if Modest was here, she would have called me out so loud. She would have called me out. If she and Chia were here, they would have called me out so loud. The whole world would hear it. Thanks to everybody who come in the chat. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. We're going over a few pieces of news from this week. All right. This one here says a man of unsound mind. And I've already read the article, so we know Soji. We're just going to talk about it because it is so sad. So Soji is a man of unsound mind. He roams the streets of St. Anne's Bay. Anybody who has been to St. Anne's Bay, who frequents St. Anne's Bay knows that will know Soji, will have seen him because he walks the town. He walks the town all day long. Sometimes he has a stick, sometimes he has a stone, sometimes he has a machete. And everybody see him coming on one side, they run to the other side. And this has been going on for years. For years. I am just about 50 years old, and since I've been going to school, Soji been on the street. And they call him Soji because he used to be a soldier. So they call him Soji. I don't know his real name, his right name. I just know him as Soji. But he has been from the market to the cemetery, down to cash and carry, out to fire station, up to police station, bus park, car park, everywhere. He has been roaming for these years. He lives on the street. You find him, down at the ghetto where that's what we call the place, guys. Nobody get offense because that's what we call it. Down in that area where there are like abandoned buildings and stuff, you will find him down there, or you just find him laying on the piers on the side of the road for years. Now, it has been reported that a taxi man showed up at the taxi stand yesterday morning, early in the morning, only to find the headless body of another man. Now, the other man, I have not yet gotten confirmation from the people I know back home. I haven't gotten confirmation that it is indeed the person that I was initially told that it is. But on the news, it says Nutsi. They call the guy Nutsi. I don't know him as Nutsi, so I don't know. But somebody told me that it was some guy I know. I don't want to call his name yet until it is confirmed. But we're going to use the name that the news use and say Nutsi. I will come back when I find out whether or not it is true that it is the guy that I know, then I will use his name. But I don't want to use his name preemptively And the next thing you know, it really wasn't him. So I will go with the news, the name that the news used. And they call him Nutsi. But this guy, he pushes his cart. He pushes his little hand cart back and forth from Salem, from Salem to St. Anne's Bay. Him and his hand cart. He carries stuff for people, like people in the market. He will push your groceries from the market to the bus stop. He will push your groceries from the supermarket to the bus stop. He will, if you go to cash and carry, he will push your stuff to the taxi. Yes. And I got to understand, according to the news, the taxi driver showed up at the bus stop, at the taxi stand, and found the headless body and saw Soji a little way off, roasting the man's head with 2 breadfruit on a fire. That no past crazy. That is way past crazy. Roasting the man's head with breadfruit on the fire. When police got there, they had to shoot him. So there it is, 2 people dead. And the Nazi that I know, if that is the same guy, as I told you, I don't know him as Nazi. But that guy, I believe, was sleeping, because there is no way that guy would have been awake and Soji would have been able to overpower him. He would have to have been sleeping. The man take off the man's head clean, and put the head of fire like breadfruit, with breadfruit, and roasting it. We are living in some times here, people. And let me tell you, the people of unsound mind who are roaming the streets of Jamaica, something needs to be done about them. Remember, it was just last month that one of them in Linstead, in St. Catherine, hit the policeman on the head with a stone and killed the policeman. So we're going to have to wait. Is that what it's going to be in Jamaica? We're waiting for them to harm other people before we get them off the street? It shouldn't be. But then again, in Jamaica, nobody not taking a stand against what is going on. All them worry about is job. That's all them worry about when the people have more serious issues. You understand? Mad people are walk up and down at Jamaica all day long. Yes, Michelle, it looked like that was what he was planning on doing. It looks like that's what he was planning on doing. And Jamaica needs to do better. I know once upon a time they used to take people to Bellevue. What is going on with Bellevue? Bellevue not exists no more. It not seems so. Yes, Maxine, I believe so. People of this world. But this man been crazy for so long. This man been a threat for so long. And I don't know why they waited until he did this. Why they waited until he did this. And it's the same thing with that other guy up there in Linstead. He had been crazy for a long time. He had been a menace to society for a long time. He had been throwing stones at people, injuring people. Nothing come of it. He has been roaming the streets, causing chaos. People been in the streets trying to go about their business. He starts throwing stones, destroying vehicles, doing everything, and people just keep running and nothing. Police do nothing. The state do nothing. And this man has been roaming. And when did they take action? When he killed a policeman. Now the same thing with Soji. Nobody took action against Soji. Soji been threatening people the whole time. Nobody took any action against him. Now he commit this heinous act. And that's when police gonna take him out. Me oh my. Where they are for to put them. Most of the places are closed on. Exactly. That's true, Maxine. Where is there to put them? I mean, they don't have nowhere to put them. Family members cannot control them. Family members cannot control them. So they roam the streets. And everybody who comes in contact with them is at risk. Because with a crazy person, you don't know when. You don't know when they will do something drastic like this. You don't know when. And you have to be really, really, really off of your rockers to do something like this. Maxine, where are they going to put all the mad people? The government closed down the place of care. Yeah, that is the thing. And there is no treatment. There is nothing. Maxine's a poorhouse gone. But poorhouse are not for mad people. No, sir, poorhouse are not for mad people. Poorhouse is for the people, the indigent, the people who are not capable of caring for themselves. You see the one Kizzy not easy, you know, Trev. Money, where's my breakfast? You went to church and come back. Thank God you went to church and come back. Your breakfast not make it. Me not make no breakfast. I just made a little something for the little one. Yeah, but I didn't make any breakfast. Me, I go downstairs, go cook. Me, I go downstairs, go cook turn corn meal with peas and fish. In a little bit. Yeah. So you going to come with me and come cook with me. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. But here I'm giving you the news first before I'm gonna do the cooking. Laurie, and you know how many times me I ask for you? I have 2 madman friends. So Laurie, and if you have 2 madman friends, you keep them. You keep them. Me was already married to one. Me don't want no more. No, you keep them. No madman friend over here. No. But it's good to see you all, guys. Good to see you all rolling in. Kizzy, why you never send me the notification last night? You hear me was asking when Lady B was going on live. You hear me asking. I was asking. And you never said a word. Nobody said a word. And it looked like Lady B had already gone out of the chat when I asked. So I missed the Proverbs thing. And I wanted to be a part of it, but I missed it. Anyway, I have to catch up it again when Lady B doing it again. Maxine says, yes, if they have not place for the mad people, so no place for those that need care. You know, so it's true because the people who need care are the poorhouse. Some of the people who them family can afford to take care of them, but them still carry them go poorhouse because they don't want to care for them. They don't want to care for them, so they carry them to poorhouse. But anyway, let me see what else is being said in the chat. Oh, Ricky, so what kind of fish? Me I go cook the parrot when I buy the other day. Remember the big old parrot when I buy the other day? Yeah. Me I go cook it. Yeah. I'm going to cook it. I'm gonna cook it with some turn corn meal. I'm feeling for some turn corn meal. Yeah. With peas in it. Yeah. Something like that. So now go come with me, man, and cook with me. Anything me missing, or not tell me what me missing. Want me not put it on the fish, and want me not put, in the pot. Oh boy. Lorraine said, oh my God, Kizzy send the pudding for Maxine. Maxine enjoyed the pudding. All right. One used to work with the government, and the same government workers then beat him because he see what he shouldn't have seen. I want, I want to see that he should not have seen. But if him crazy, no matter what him see. It no matter what him see. Look at the hospital. Yes, Maxine, the hospital system. The hospital system in Jamaica is terrible. People down there dying because they can't even get little oxygen. You know, no bulk oxygen for the hospitals. That is a downright shame. Downright shame. So things really going on down there. Things really going on down there that needs to be addressed. However, they're being quite selective in the things that they address, that they choose to address. So, yes, that is what is going on down there. We are not for it, but what to do? I tell you people, be careful one to vote for. Be careful. I was listening to Tanya Stevens that Tanya Stevens say, and I quote, she say, I quote, if me use my finger and vote for him again, me personally take off the finger. I was just repeating what Tanya said. Anyway, let us continue. I am voting in Jamaica, but the people down there who voting need to take a stand because trust and believe me, they need a change. It can't go on, so it's not right at all. And you lady was live same time I was watching you, but oh, you're kidding me. So why you never tell me? Them say one man kill police, him coming for dinner. What? Them say one mad in police kill him coming for dinner. Lorraine, rephrase that because me. Oh my God. Ricky said me like parrotfish over snapper. No, I can eat them both. I can eat them both and enjoy it. I can enjoy eating both of them. Yes. Maxine said we have to pray and put it in God's hands. Yes, everything we have to put in God's hand. We definitely have to. Definitely have to. But this is what is going on right now in St. Anne. In St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne. That's what is going on right now. Yes. One madman beheads another man. All right. What's next in the news? What is next in the news? We are still in St. Anne, guys, because St. Anne likes to dominate. I don't know why my parish likes to dominate the news, so. Likes to dominate the news. But another piece of news coming out of St. Anne over the last week. Another piece of news coming out of St. Anne. All right. 2 men from Brownstown. 2 men from Linton Park in Brownstown went to buy cows. Did you all hear that news? The 2 men had arranged with somebody to go purchase cows. One man, 70-something years old, and the other one in his 30s, went to go purchase cows. They didn't return. A search party was organized by the community, and when they went to search for the men, they found them both shot to death. So whoever it is that they were going to buy the cows from had instead taken their lives and taken the money that they had to buy the cow. Now, this is another sad situation. Down there in St. Anne again, this time up in Brownstown area. Now, once upon a time when people used to sell cows, people up in those places behind Brownstown, up in those places, those are farming communities. That's the livelihood of many people up there. They're farming, they're cattle, that's what they do. And to think that people can't even make an arrangement to sell cows anymore. You go and set them up. Oh, yes, that was a setup. You set them up under the guise that you have a cow to sell. And they are coming to buy the cow or cows, or whichever it is. But you set them up. They're coming to purchase the cow. And what you do, you kill them and you take the money. Sometimes I wonder, then people here really spend that money? That is my question. They really and truly comfortably spend that money? Jesus, help my soul. I cannot believe it. That as a people, we have become this cold and callous and calculated and cruel. I can't believe it. But it is true. It is true. I can't believe it, but it is true. People are so cold, so calculated, and so cruel. So now, I would say to anybody in Jamaica, anywhere, if you are selling a cow, you're selling goat, you're selling donkey, you're selling horse, whatever it is you're selling chickens, whatever it is that you are selling, go meet them at the police station. Yes. Meet the buyer, meet the seller at the police station, because they know that if you are coming to buy, that means you are coming with money. And cow not cheap. Cow not cheap. So if you are going to buy a cow, if you are arranging to go purchase a cow, that means that you are going to be walking with a lot of money. Thousands of dollars, because cows are not cheap. So they know you are coming to buy the cow, so they know you have money on you. So they are going to plan and plot. So go to the police station, guys. Make them logo with the cow come to the police station. Yes, make them put the cow in a vehicle and logo with the cow. Come to the police station. But do not go meet anybody in no bush. Once upon a time, when you're selling cow, you go a bush, go round up the cow. You go a bush, go round up the cow, and you bring the cow, put the cow in the van, or if them a go butcher the cow out there in the field, whatever the case may be. But the times in Jamaica, times everywhere, but I'm talking about Jamaica right now, is getting wicked and wickeder. The people, the young people, because I know old people are doing them something here now. A young people, 20s and 30s. Because the people who are my age, who were adults when these people were born, are not doing those things. Are the young people them? Yes, me say it, are the young people them. Because them, the values that we were raised with in my generation, I would not join it. If somebody said to me, somebody in their 50s, unless this person is a hardened criminal, I wouldn't think that somebody in their 50s or their 60s would have time would want to go kill somebody to take the money that they have arranged they were going to purchase a cow with. I don't I don't want to think so. But I know the young people, they're money hungry, they don't want to work. Yes, a lot of them, they don't want to work. They want easy come. Yes, they want easy come. They don't want to work. Let me rest back here. No, sir, the children all right. Yes, they don't want to work. So they want easy money. So they are always willing to do what it takes to get easy money. Okay, that's better. And somebody says they are just money hungry. Yes, that is true. That is true. Money is all they want, but they don't want to work for it. They just want the money to spend, but they don't want to work for it. This generation is not about working. They are not about putting their shoulders to the wheel and working hard for what they want. Most of them just want easy come. They want gimme, gimme, gimme. They're born with their hands stretched out. They are not taking responsibility. They are not being responsible. None of it. They just want to live. They just want to live carefree. If them not have money, them not think that they need to work for it. They think they must knock you over the head and take yours. Who is that in the place? Is that Modest I see? Modest, how you doing, dear? How was church today? So good to see you, Modest. It's a pleasure having you in the live, as usual. You know, so you're my right hand in the Modest. You know, so you're my right hand. I was looking for you this morning because earlier in the chat, I had a big mess up. Big mess up. Michelle, please not tell Modest about it. Big mess up this morning, Modest. But thanks to the lovely Sister Michelle pulled me back in line. And I'm so grateful. And I know if Michelle don't tell her, me say if Michelle wasn't here, I know me would have not get it. But Michelle straightened me out well. And at that time, I was like, oh Lord, thank God Modest is not here. Because if Modest was here, oh my God, she would have called me out loud, and tell the whole world. So, Jesus and peace, Trev Snowy, Trev not get that. Oh my gosh. All right. There is more news. Yesterday we were talking about domestic violence and its implications on a woman, its implications on the children, its implications on society at large, and how devastating it can be. Domestic violence, we had said, is one of the cruelest things that can happen to an individual. Because imagining that the person who is abusing you is the person who pledged to love and protect you. What I mean by the news? What I mean by what the news? So, I'm going to share with you a video that I saw about this a lady. This was a lady up, I think it's in New York, and she was talking about her experience with domestic violence and how her ex-boyfriend had come back and basically and basically beat her to a pulp. Modest, you're late, you know. Remember, say you come in late, you know. So the rest of us have been talking about news articles, but remember, say you come in late. So all up, all up, all up, all up. All right.
Oh, them did that. Them never did that when life did a name me. But them come spring up now when me and name life.
Okay, Modest. All right. Okay, we're gonna listen to this video. We are going to watch this video together, guys.
Well, Vanessa, that's right. The woman you're about to meet in a few seconds says that she was so embarrassed coming forward, having to cry out the night her ex-boyfriend went on the attack. Right now, he is behind bars, but she fears it's only a matter of time before he's released.
He just swung around and just went whoom, and I just felt like my cheek, like my cheek went in.
Maritza Marquez tells a story thousands of women, men and children go through every day. Abuse at the hands of loved ones. The details are vivid, ugly, and brutal. For Marquez, it was late night last month, and her ex-boyfriend, Sincere Gaskins, was supposed to just pick up his belongings and leave. The relationship was over until Gaskins went on the attack here in the vestibule of Marquez's apartment building.
My eyes just swole up so big, like I couldn't see nothing out of this eye. I'm like trying to claw away, like to get him out my way, because it's like blood gushing down my face. And then I'm trying to turn, but he's swinging.
She tried to get help, ran down the street, but no one wanted to get involved.
Please help me, just call 911.
At one point, Marquez was able to grab her phone and call 911.
That's when he ran over at me, and then he punched me in the other one, and he kept pounding in my head.
What was going through your head at the time?
I gotta get out of here because he might kill me.
Marquez blacked out, then woke up in a hospital bed in bad shape. Both of her eyes were swollen shut, her eye socket broken. This was the last time she was abused, but not the first.
I had numerous order protections, and each time he would go in, like, you know, he'd come back out.
This year alone, the NYP responded to more than 9,000 domestic violence complaints, compared to about 8,200 complaints for the same time in 2020. In 2021, during the same time period, 40 victims died as a result of domestic violence. Marquez, like many others, say restraining orders are useless.
You give them the paper and you say stay away, but it's like, you know, it didn't have much hold.
Advocates agree restraining orders might not work for everyone.
The person who's causing me harm either doesn't have respect for the law or doesn't care if they're going to get arrested, then maybe getting an order of protection is not the best option.
Still, Maureen Curtis, Vice President of Criminal Justice and Court Programs for Safe Horizon, wants survivors to...
All right, guys. Okay. That's what we were talking about. Domestic violence. Wow. So we see there where that woman was severely injured by her boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend. Now I have a book here that I have read before, and I just want to share two paragraphs with you. This is the Healing the Wounds of the Past by T.D. Jakes. You all know me and my reading. I love to read, and I get inspiration from reading a lot of the things that T.D. Jakes has written. And this is about domestic violence. And it says, even when the victim survives, there is still a casualty. It is the death of trust. Surely you realize that children tend to be trusting and unsuspicious. When those who should nurture and protect them violate that trust through illicit behavior, multiple scars result. It is like programming a computer with false information. You can get out of it only what you have programmed into it. When a man or woman tells a little child that such perverted acts, now this one is going over into domestic violence and also sexual abuse. So understand it. It is like programming a computer with false information. You can get out of it only what has been programmed into it. When a man or a woman tells a little child that such perverted acts are normal, the child has no reason not to believe that it is true. Children are often devoted to their abusers, just like women. Yes, women are often devoted to their abusers as well, allowing them to fondle or further misappropriate their actions towards them. If we can take these words that is talking about sexual abuse of children and apply it to women who stay in abusive relationships, you will understand that it is the same psychological effect it has on the victim. The same psychological effect. Usually the abuser is someone very close. Yes, women are usually abused by their lovers, boyfriends, husbands. Yes, those are the people who perpetrate such a crime. But a lot of times women don't run because they believe the abuser could and would harm them, kill them if they did. And we spoke about this yesterday. And it is true. Yes, it remains true. Domestic violence is like a plague. It is tormenting us like every day. Every day you wake up in the news, there is something else. There's another woman getting beaten up by the man who used to hug her and claim he loved her and all of this. It is a scary world we're living in. And I say it again, if you find yourself in a relationship in which the other party tries to control you with violence, any form of abuse, find a way to leave without even announcing that you are leaving. Get away, far, far away. And be sure to identify signs of abuse from earlier on. Do not wait until it has taken root in your relationship. Get rid of the individual at the onset. Don't wait, because they won't change. They won't change. They will never change. It is who they are. So you have to protect yourself. He wasn't crazy is after the beating. Yeah. I agree with you, Lorraine. Plumber, yes, Plumber, you can call me anytime. You know my phone is always open to you. You can call me anytime, my friend. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. As for me, I'm having a great Sunday. Sitting here talking to you all before I go cook my dinner. Christopher says, I wasn't in a music. Oh, Plumber, I was waiting for you yesterday to come into the chat. Because we were talking yesterday, Modest and I were talking yesterday about how women also abuse men, but nobody's talking about it. We were having that discussion yesterday, and I was saying, was there a man in there, whatever suffered abuse, who was willing to tell us about their experience? Well, I was in an abusive relationship before I get out. Women also abuse men. Yes, Plumber, we have come to that agreement that it does happen. Modest, I'm going like a man alone abuse woman. No, sir. That's why I want the men to come out and tell us about their experience. Plumber, you want to tell me your experience? All of us want to hear. You want to tell me your experience? You want to come up on the live, or you want to come up on the live, or you want to call me? You can call me. My phone is right here. Let me make sure it is on. Okay. Yes, Plumber, you can call me anytime and tell me your experience, because I'm curious to know. I am anxious to know. Oh, yes. I am anxious. So come tell me. And I'm sure there are people in the chat who would like to know as well. What kind of abuse are we talking about? She beat you? She beat you up? She deprive you of food, deprive you of money. She take away the car and make you can't go nowhere because she pay the bill. What did she do? Talk to me. She give you a black eye, you know. Talk to me. She stay home all day. You went out to work. She didn't cook. You came home. She didn't make no food for you. Then she tell you if you're gonna make your food yourself. And then she took all the money after you worked. What was the nature of the abuse? Because I've experienced abuse from men, so I know what men are capable of. But tell me how, even though the same things can apply, but I would love to hear a man's perspective to tell me this is what I experience. Because I'm not downplaying the fact that men get abused, and abuse is abuse regardless. But I would also love to hear it from a man. All right? So call me and let me know. Call me and let me know. You want to call me, must wait, or I must keep going? Okay. I don't think Plumber is going to call. So we're going to move on to the next news item. The next news item we are going to talk about. Let me see if anybody know this man. Hold on, guys. All right, let's see if you all know this man. Let me see. Want to know that man there? Anybody know him? Okay. Nobody? Anybody knows this man? Oh, Plumber have to give him 5 minutes. All right. It doesn't matter. When you call in, we will switch. We will still talk to you about it. Okay, so the next news item is going to be about this man here that was on the screen. His name is Ian Lynn. His name is Ian Lynn, and I'm going to tell you what's going on with Ian Lynn right now. So this story I'm reading is coming from the Observer. Once popular businessman Ian Lynn is among 52 fugitives being sought by the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, on behalf of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Ian Lynn, 47 years old, a former president of the Jamaica Used Car Dealers Association, is listed as wanted for money laundering and fraudulent conversion by Interpol. Also on the list is Maurice Lee, 63 years old, one of two policemen who fled the island following the killing of a teen in Whitfield Town, St. Andrew, in July 2007, the 52 men ages 25 to 69 are wanted for various criminal offenses, including murders, shootings, and wounding, among other crimes. One identified as Stokely Collins is wanted for 5 counts of murder. Kemoy White is being sought for burglary. Lynn is being sought by police after CarMax Jamaica Limited, a used car dealership of which he was a director, was accused of failing to pay more than $100 million, which the company reportedly collected from the sale of motor vehicles. Investigators said those who were allegedly fleeced of money included policemen, politicians, and the bigwigs of several companies. Darren Blake, another director of the dealership, was arrested and charged with fraudulent conversion in connection with the incident. But Lynn reportedly left the island as the police began their investigations. Despite several pleas by lawmen for him to return to face questioning, this has not been done. I didn't even know there was an investigation going on with CarMax and this. I didn't know until I happened upon this article online. When I was searching this morning, I saw it and I thought, wow. Let's see what else the Observer says happened to the others. Because you see, guys, the thing is, you see why I brought this article? The bigwigs in Jamaica, they commit crimes, but everybody have a visa. So as soon as police take after them, they run overseas. The little man who can't run is being charged thousands of dollars for not having on a mask. Thousands of dollars. And the bigwigs get to escape and run abroad whenever they rob people. Do you see how the system not fair? The system is not fair. Meanwhile, Lee fled Jamaica after the director of public prosecution ruled that he and another policeman, Mark Russell, were to be charged for the killing of Raven Thompson. The JCF had said Thompson was reportedly killed in a shootout with a joint police military team. Lee and Russell were both working at the Hunts Bay Police Station. The headquarters of the St. Andrew South Division fled the island after the DPP's 2008 ruling. Russell was, however, held and extradited by U.S. authorities in 2012. Following a much publicized trial, he was convicted of murder in the Home Circuit Court exactly 10 years later. In July 2017, Lee has not been seen since. How he get convicted? Yeah. All right. He has not been seen since. Where is he? We know he's not back in Jamaica. He left the island again. Oh, yes. He left again. They're not going to catch him. I will tell you all if they catch him when they do. They're not going to catch him. But the little man has to pay hefty price. I'm going to like it. No, guys, I don't like it. I'm not a person for, violence or not for law and order, but I'm a person for justice. I'm a person for reason, honesty, fairness. And we can't deal with some people unjustly while others get to run away, get to disappear. Cruel, unkind. I see where people in Jamaica are being charged. Judges telling them that they have to pay thousands of dollars. People haven't worked in nearly 2 years. Thousands of dollars because I'm not having no mask, really? You cast a kind of judgment on those people. I talk about thousands of dollars because they don't wear masks. Really? Where this draconian system erupts from? Where did it come from? Where this tyranny come from? Me know who now win an election at Jamaica again. Me know. Me don't know about the rest of you, but me know. Anyway, let me continue. I was broadcasting the news, right? I was telling you all about the news. About some new news items for the week that I found to be interesting. Yes, that's what I was telling you all about. But I had to interject with the way I feel about what's going on in Jamaica with my people. I am just, and over here too, them have all kinds of things going on. But the mask, where I'm at, we don't have a mask mandate anyway. I mean, so I don't see why Jamaica beat down the people them. So me not see it. And I charge people all this money for what? What lesson is that supposed to be? What are you teaching them to say? Oh, me I go charge you $400,000 because he wasn't wearing a mask. Anywho, let me not say what I really want to say about that. Anyway, let me get back into the chat. Plumber, are you ready for me? Yeah, so that was the guy that I was talking about there, guys, Mr. Ian Lynn. He is the face of the Interpol investigation where they are trying to apprehend him and some others who, I mean, I guess that they have committed white-collar crimes, but they are able to run away, leave their problems behind. They are able to run and come over to hide in America or wherever else they can run to and hide. He is one of them. So Interpol is tracking people, looking for people, and looking for help with from the international community in apprehending these people. Forgive me, guys, but I didn't even know that Karl Marx was in Jamaica. Forgive me, I didn't know. I didn't know at all. Oh my God, Joseph. Oh my God, Joseph, how are you doing? So good to see you. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. How you been? I'm so happy to see you. So happy to see you. I'm glad you came over. Watch out, people, they must send me one whole ton of texts. But I am so happy to see you, Joseph. How is your Sunday going? You see how mine is going? Mine is going great. Yes, my Sunday is going great. I'm sitting here chatting with you all as usual, telling you all about the news items that I found to be quite interesting this week. We have already gone over quite a few of them. I was only going to talk about a few anyway. We talk about the Stealthing Act that was passed over there in California. We talk about the man who beheaded the other man in St. Anne, Jamaica. We have talked about domestic violence. We have talked about the men who went to buy the cow and got ambushed. And we are just talking about the Interpol investigation into a number of white-collar crimes, the individuals who they can't find, who have already absconded, ran away to America or somewhere, hiding away from the authorities. They don't want to face the justice for whatever it is that they are being charged with. Yes. So that is what we were talking about. But you came in on the downside of the conversation. And I was waiting for Plumber to call me and tell me his experience with domestic violence. Hey, Servant David, the lovely Servant David is here. Guys, if you have not checked out Servant David, go and check him out. If you have not yet been over there, go and check out Servant David. He usually has some interesting topics over there, particularly about health. And health, any conversation about health cannot be downplayed. All right. Welcome, David. How is your Sunday going? I hope you're having a great day, my friend. As for me, I'm having a good day. All right. So, Plumber, you gonna call or not? Talk to me. Where is Modest? Modest. Modest, you come home from church. Have you made the dinner yet? Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Well, I'm going to be cooking. I was hoping that Plumber would come up and talk to me for the next couple of minutes. But if Plumber is not going to come, we are going to move right along. Oh, you're coming just in time. Just in time. Plumber, what's going on? How are you doing?
Good.
Good to see you. Hope you're having a great Sunday.
Yeah, just leaving work, you know.
Oh, just leaving work. What time you went to work?
Leaving half day today.
Oh, today's Sunday, half day today. Okay, all right. Glad to have you, my friend. All right. So you're going to tell us about your experience with domestic violence, being on the receiving end and being a male.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So let's listen up.
Gotta stay with me because I'm driving. I'm on the car Bluetooth. So.
No problem.
So when I was in my 20s, like 21, 22, I was talking to this girl in Jamaica. And so she migrated to America. Her father fight for her. So after like 5 years, I come to America. So you know, I'm here 10 years. So we link up again. Call her. We've been talking. So she moved to Minnesota. Remember, I lived in Minnesota at the time for like 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have friends. I have woman's friend. I have man's friend. So it was like middle of winter, one January. So one of my friends called me with a guy. His name. He called me. He saw the number on the phone. I don't know what he see, but he saw the phone for the bell. I told her, the bitch, I got nowhere. I know exactly where and the road he at, but he said it's like a service and he said it's like a hour and a half, but he's taking me to come and help him because I have a job.
Mm-hmm.
So she jumped out of the bed and started to take away the key from me, and it's a woman and this and that. And so I end up calling about the guy and said, talk to this lady and tell him that I'm coming to help you. 17 below and your house to the phone. She said she wanna come. I said, okay. She come. Well, when she come and we go, on the way there's an ex-person pull my friend out the ditch. And you know, when we come back home, she started to fight and she started to hit me. I don't hit her, I don't do nothing. So I said, you know what? I'm moving out, I'm going to a hotel. She grabbed her gun and she shot me in the leg. Just that, she just shot me in the leg. So I called 911. You know, but because it's my baby mama, so I just said, okay. I told him it's accident and, you know, she was moving the gun and I forgot there's a bullet in it and go off and shoot me in the leg. Alright. We, couple years we go back together, you know. And the same story again. One night I fell asleep in the couch watching TV, and she come out there and she started hit me and throw water on me and said, I'm on the phone talking to a woman. So that's why I fell asleep and don't want to come to bed. So the next day when she went to work, I just packed my stuff, called to a friend and move out. Just like that. So, man get abused too, because people said I must hear her, but if I didn't hear her when the police come, I would go to jail. And that's what the police guy said. They look at her and they look at any bruises, I never see her, I never touch her. I just told them it's going to go off. But, by the time I started influence, if I didn't know how to do that, I would just told them that she shot me. Because at the time we have a young child 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I just said, going to go off. Yeah.
Wow.
Even though she made my life miserable. I hate it. 2 years ago, I met this girl. I was talking to her. We passed each other at Walmart. And when I went outside, I jumped her as punch. Our poor tire punch. Remember, we're not together. We broke up like 5 years. 5 years we broke up. Don't stop. I go to the court, the county court, and I put myself on child support. Even the judge laughed at me. The judge said, I've been doing this for 35 years, and I never heard of it, and I never see a man come to the courthouse, put themselves on child support. They always come to get themselves on child support. I try to lower child support. Yeah. So we don't contact each other, we don't see each other. And that day I see her in Walmart, and when I go inside, my tire flash, my car key, and I just call AAA, and then somebody come with my tire, and I drive away. I never saw her, I never said nothing.
And you didn't call the police that time?
No, because what I'm gonna say, I suspect that she do it. I never see her.
There are cameras there.
Yeah, but you know what Walmart do? You know that if you don't damage Walmart property, Walmart doesn't show the camera keys.
Oh.
Yes. So tell people that go to Walmart, don't take that for nothing. I know there was a famous guy, famous American rapper, shot somebody in a Walmart parking lot. And when they subpoena Walmart for the surveillance camera, Walmart didn't do it, and the guy get away with it because the guy tell lie that the guy that he shot was trying to rob him. And he get away with it. That Walmart would never get them the footage, would never get the police the footage. They go to court and fight because they say that their property, that's their stuff.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So be careful of going to Walmart. I think you say the only time Walmart uses it unless it has something to do with Walmart.
Okay, that's interesting. So let me ask you something now. Let me ask you something because you gave me the shock of my life. You said the woman shot you in the leg?
Yeah, I have a hole in my leg right now. With a big round circle. Where the bullet go in.
And you refused to press charges?
With Jamaican man and Jamaican, man alone, Jamaican woman say the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we try to protect, the abuser. But woman and man do it. They always try to protect the abuser. Yes. And that's what happened to me because, man of my child, I just said, okay. When the next door neighbor run over and said, what's going on? And, after I called 911, the accidentally shot me. And then they shot it, the accidental shot. And that's what's going to report.
But she could have killed you. And you go back to her. But she could have killed you.
Then that's why the last time when it started again, I just leave. I don't do nothing. Her sister called me, her mother called me, everybody called me. The guy should try to make it up. I said, this time if I try to make it up, you're going to come to my grave.
Yes.
I'm not going to consider. I learned from a long time ago that my mother was in an abusive relationship, and I saw what it done to my mother. You understand? So I always said I would never put my hand ever on a woman, no matter what they're doing. I would never ever do it. So her sister said, oh, maybe you have to be a man and put her in her place. I said, yes. And if I see her,
You go to jail.
okay.
Mhm.
She do it once, went to the movie, and my ex-wife was calling me about my son, but I never see the call. So when I went to the movie, the call again, so I saw it, so I went outside, so I answered the phone, and she run out and slapped the phone to my hand in the middle of the mall. Hit me, and call the police and lock you up. I said, okay. And I went back home to leave her at the mall. So it's something I know from a long time that it's here, but I always ignore it and say jealousy. You understand?
It's abuse.
Yes, I always there's a lot of little stuff that go on like that, but I always say it's jealousy, and I always blow it off because I'm a big guy. I'm 6'10", but I'm like a teddy bear. I would never raise my hand on a woman, never ever. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you should sit down and take abuse, my friend.
That's why I walk away.
Oh, yes.
That's why I just run away.
Well, where is Modest? Well, Modest, now you hear the experience of a man that yes, men do get abused as well as women. We know that women it is more prevalent, but men do get abused because that plumber described here for us is totally abusive behavior. Completely. No ifs, no buts, no maybes about it. That's abusive behavior.
Right now I'm helping a guy. He met a girl in Jamaica. The girl bring him here, and he's working hard, like 2 jobs sometimes. It's a 2 job, and when he's sending money back to Jamaica to his kids, he gotta give me to Western United to his kids, and if his wife knows his trouble, when he collect his paycheck, he goes to his wife's account. He doesn't have an account. I gotta take him to open up an account secretly. And then the wife give him my pocket money every week. He give him my pocket money like $100 or $80.
Oh.
You understand?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I will never understand those things.
Yeah. And the wife just go to the casino and gamble. Like the wife would go to the casino like Friday and then come back to the Sunday morning because the casino gives them free room. So right now I'm trying to get him out of it. Right now we just went yesterday to get a place to rent for him without the wife knows. So I'm gonna pay the first month rent and then get him out, and then after that then he can pay me back. So it's happened to a lot of men.
Yes, you gotta get away.
Jamaican man. Yeah, I'm to a lot of Jamaican man. I know I'm the Jamaican woman, but that come out in public, but the man they have it in secret.
Yeah,
Because
that's true.
I never tell anybody what happened until like 2 years after.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't tell my family in Jamaica until like 2 years after when I went to Jamaica. And they asked me, so where is her? And I said, where is who? And I explained to them and started telling them because they think I'm just running from woman to woman and it's a good woman. I said, no, it's not. And then we have an argument and I said, okay, since you think she's a good woman, look at it. So I dropped my pants and show them the hole right in my leg. Do you understand?
Oh
And
boy.
then everybody believed me and understand.
Yes, you had to get away from that one. I agree with you 100%. You have to get away. That is why I advocate for men, escape abusive relationships. I don't know how you end up staying with her after she shot you because that is that is such a far stretch
Like,
to pick up a gun and shoot somebody.
Like on weekend, she work, cover, and I would go and pick up my daughter. And she realized that I'm picking up my daughter behind her back because she had GPS on her daughter's phone. And all of a sudden, for the past month, I don't see my daughter because she stopped work on weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, that's yes.
She's the mother of the daughter?
Yeah, you don't want to see the video. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now she's using the child to spite you. Not a form of abuse.
Yes.
Another form of abuse.
When she's home, me and my daughter have a little thing. When she's home, we don't call, we text. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's the only way I can talk to my daughter when she's not home. Yes.
When her mom is not home.
Yeah, when she's not home, then I go
Oh.
and pick her up and we spend a couple hours together. Yeah.
How old is that daughter, if you don't mind me asking?
She's 12. She just turned 12.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is abuse, not just of you, but of the child as well.
Yeah.
That is abuse.
So when she asked my daughter, when she talked to your father, she said, no, I don't talk to her. I don't talk to him. You know? So I don't tell her that she don't talk to me. You know?
That's no good.
Yeah, so I realized what she's doing, so
I don't know why people try to use children. Use the children against the other parent.
You know?
Well, I am happy you were willing to share your story, to share your experience with us. Michelle is still in awe. Michelle, you are still in awe. Can't believe this, huh? Where is Modest? I am in awe too, guys. I know that it happens, but I've never heard it out of the horse's mouth, so to speak, a man telling his story about abuse. Except over there on Unstoppable.
I for like maybe 9 years I went through it, you know.
So you stayed with her for 9 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you know.
And wait, hold on a second. How soon did the abuse start after the relationship?
All right, the first one, the first instant when I saw it, I went to Florida. And she used to live in Florida. She have a son that's not mine. So I went to Florida, and my oldest son was there too. So I tried to pick her up. I go pick up her son from school, and I went to pick up her at work. So her son went inside. Her son was sitting in the front with me on the way to pick her up. So when he went inside the building to tell his mom that we're there, my son now was on the back of the car and come in the front was trying to find some music on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
So her son come out and said, so where are you going to sit? I said, you're going to sit in the back. Just on a joke, you're going to sit in the back of the car in the trunk. And he went inside and tell his mom. And she come out and she flare up in the park. Remember, this was just a joke. She flare up. But, you know, hindsight 2020. At the time, I don't take it as something. I don't take it as mom protecting his child, you know? Yeah, and she got one thing in the parking lot. But then I still move her to Minnesota. I was just stupid and dumb. I didn't really get it. That's how it's gonna start. That's the end of my life right here.
Oh my God. Yeah, Modest, it look like some young plumber make out ICM fabric.
Yeah, I just, then I realized, you know, that's what I do. So that's why I always tell people, if you have a long-time girlfriend in Jamaica and you guys broke up and you come to America, just leave it alone. Please, I'm begging you.
Leave it alone.
It never end up good. It never ever end up good.
Oh my gosh.
Never ever end up good. Take it from me. Not all the time is the man's fault. All those times it was my fault. And you know, I used to have a wife that loved me cheated on her and left her.
Wait. Plumber, you're going to have to go give me that story another time. You don't want that story there today. Pause it right there, so. We don't want that story there today. But that story there going to be for another day.
No, I'm just showing an example that,
Yes.
jump on the frying pan.
Yeah. Jump out a frying pan right in a fire. All right, you thought the grass was greener on the other side. When you got over there, you realized you had to carry your own water. Yes.
No, because, as I said, it's an old relationship, and you remember the good old days in Jamaica. I told her, she was like my first real girlfriend at it, But when I think about it, she wasn't actually my first real girlfriend because she was seeing another man, and I was a side man. Because she kind of older than me, and I was a side man at the time. We were working at the same job, Yeah. And even then, they were abused, but in those times, you think it's just, love. What we call it in Jamaica. Because she loved me, that's why she's so mad.
Or just jealous, she jealous. All of it is abuse.
Yes. But in those times in Jamaica, we man and we fool, and we just think it's just love.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So I never really take it as that. But even in those times, it was going on. But I was just thinking that you think because at work, she would come at work. I work at a hotel at the time, and she would come and hide in the bushes and watch me, what I'm doing, and yeah, if she see me talking to other female staff, she would run out and what they go on?
Then No, sorry to laugh. I shouldn't laugh, but you never realized I'm mad smart at that.
Oh, because I just think it does just love.
Guys, this is so.
Yeah, I think she just,
You think she just love you, so she go and hide in the bushes and wait till she see you talking to somebody. Then she run out to ask what she have nothing better to do.
Yeah, running out with knife and stone and hit me in the back with stone and it was like a big joke at the hotel, Yeah.
Yeah, that's how people take it for a joke when men get abused. When women squeal.
Back in the early 90s, abuse. Who said that in Jamaica? Abuse.
Well, that is true. That is true. But now we know better. Not to cut you. Hold on.
92, 93, 94. Who said that in Jamaica? Who says love? Thematic, she love me. Yeah.
Well, that goes back to the topic we were talking about yesterday too. Remember, guys, where somebody said the woman said if the man didn't hit her, he didn't love her. So the guess was the same cycle.
That's the
same thing.
We went to a dance one time in Grangeville, and this song, Dollar Wine, I think it was going on. And there was a guy who was dancing she was dancing with a guy dancing behind her, winding up behind her. And I just stand there. And when she does, she come and slap me in the face and say, "Oh, you're so soft." I'm so what you mean? See man come wind up on me. Oh, you don't come over, come pull me and back in her face. Love me.
No, me shouldn't laugh, but it's funny. Michelle say if you're ignorance is bliss. Michelle said, well, on the plumber, Michelle asked you a question. She said, if you really take the Madu man come America.
No, she come here before me. Her father filed for her.
Oh, she came before you. So no,
yeah,
Michelle.
Her father filed for her, and she lived here 5 years before me. And then I come here, meet my wife, get married, live together with my wife. And then after 15 years, somewhere there, well, maybe 12 years, we link up together. And we start talking, You understand? And I move her from Florida to Minnesota. And that's where my downfall was,
Okay. Now I understand.
I just said the rest of it I can give you next time.
Yes, you have to give me the yes, man. Yes, next time we're gonna talk about that how how the man leave the woman figure find greener grass, but then when he get over there, what happened? Yeah, man, we got.
No, because, I try to remember the old times, days, and she will love me, because she was mad over me, and she just fight one over me, and, so now you think that I was real love, that then you have real love flung by your pouch.
Yeah.
Flung by your dining room table. But you remember the old times, that I was in love.
Yes.
But then you realize they never love.
I know love.
Control.
Control.
Yes.
Abuse.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because, I'm not going to argue back and fight back. I used to be the yes man, like, okay, whatever you said, I will do it. Okay.
Oh.
You understand?
Okay. Okay.
And I never step out on her because I work, come home, watch TV, Sunday we play domino together. That's it. I don't go out with guys, I don't hang out with guys. I work and I go home. I have a lot of work that I never hang out with them, I don't go nowhere with them. Anywhere we're going, she gotta be there.
Let me ask you something. Do you think that attitude that you adopted, where you just went to work and then went home, was it because you were afraid of her or what she might do?
Well, part of it is me. Part of it is me. I try to be, I try to be. I'm like a guy where if I have a girlfriend, that's who I have. I have nobody else. Where I stay, that's where I stand. But part of it, yes. Where you coming from? Where you in it? Where the from? Huh? Why me can't come? So, I just stay. I just do. So, in the party, if it's not my garage, I'm not going. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I never leave my quarters.
Oh, lots of insecurity there, huh?
Yes, because I don't like to argue. I don't like to, I'm just, that's what the guys say, cool, calm, and collected. Yeah. So anything I see where is an argument, I try to avoid it.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I never, a guy want to go to the casino, the strip club. Like my brother birthday one night, and they said, hey, we're going to the strip club. Hell no. So, even my younger brother, have a heart attack one time and in the hospital. That was like 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was so dumb. And I'm in the hospital. Remember, he have a heart attack in the hospital. Like, he went in Friday night and I was there with him because, all my family have here with me, so I have to be next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm there. So a lot of people know him from my ex-wife's side and, a lot of people. So they come in and they sit there with me and they pray, and we talking. And she come there and hold my brother's hand. And my ex-wife was coming in saying and said, oh, yeah, that hand is dead. Oh, there's a war in the hospital. And, yeah, she said to me, so what are you doing here? You're a doctor? What are you doing here? I said, what are you talking about? My brother. And that's the first time I raised my voice to her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got away from that person because that sounds like a classic abusive situation.
But, she's one of those type of Jamaican women when no matter how long you're a man left, she don't think better out there. So,
So she still want to be with you?
Hear what I said?
Mm-mm.
I told her when I'm in Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't really dating this girl, I was just talking. And she talked with the girl and she wrecked my vehicle. That's how she said. And we don't talk for over 2 years. She don't see me. It's the first time she see me probably in 2 years. Because I avoid her. To see my daughter, I gotta hide away till she went to work, wait till she double.
You shouldn't have to hide to see your child.
Even this summer gone, she send my daughter to Florida because I'm gonna see my daughter in the summer when she at work. And my daughter is out of school, so I will go there and pick her up during the day.
So hold on.
To Florida for the whole summer.
Hold on the plan. Let me ask you something. So you don't seek for custody from the courts to be able to see your child?
Because I told her I'd go to court and put my own self on child support.
But they did not enact a visiting?
No, because I didn't want it. I could, but I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh. So now you have to go back to the courts and let them compel her. Yes.
No, but I don't.
Let them put it on the books that you must see your child.
That's what I'm going to do. But for right now, I just leave it to time because I don't want to have no contact. So I just leave it to time.
Yeah, that's what we do a lot of times. A lot of us Jamaicans like to do that. We just leave things alone. And
I have contact with my daughter still. So that,
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I'm sorry you went through that, my friend. I mean, the world we are living in today goes both ways. It can be a man getting abused, guys. It can be a woman getting abused. But what you hear Plummer highlighted here, guys, those are classic signs of abuse. But in his unknowing state, he thought it was, oh, she just loved me. It is not love. Somebody hiding in the bushes, watching to see what you're doing so they can run out and pounce on you and say what you're talking to somebody for.
Put GPS on your phone to know where you are and those things. That's not love.
No, that's not love.
That's controlling.
That's controlling. That is abuse.
She put GPS on my phone and I didn't realize because I just buy my phone, just buy my iPhone. I didn't really think about GPS or nothing. One day I was just going through my settings. I just did at work lunchtime, and we are like 5-6 guys work talking. So I just touched my phone and look at it. Yeah, one of the guys was talking about it. I think his wife chopping him. So I looked at my phone and then I was getting chopped. I said, what the hell?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
No, that is control. That right there is abuse. So guys, you need to listen and learn the signs. It is not love.
Yeah, it starts off small.
Yes, it starts small. Yes.
You can't go nowhere without me.
And you're trying to go somewhere and they want to restrict your movement. Because you should...
It's not her house, it was my house. So it's not like I can't leave, I couldn't leave because it was her house and I lived in somewhere. That was my house. I bought it. And she still living in it.
Oh, so you left that house with her?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was my house. And it's still my house.
Oh. It's still your house? You still paying the mortgage?
Yeah. Well, the mortgage wasn't ended because I almost buy cash. I just refinanced one. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mr. Good. I don't know what else.
Because of my daughter, you understand.
Yes, I understand.
That's how foolish I am.
I'm gonna call you foolish, I don't call you foolish. I don't think you are foolish. You sound to me like a reasonable person. You sound like a person who don't like what we call the botheration.
Yeah.
So you would sort of give up your just give up your right for peace sake.
The first thing her sister said to me, it must be cheating on her. I said, call your sister and ask me. She said, oh no, I know everywhere he go. No, he doesn't cheat.
But she treats you like crap, even though you don't cheat.
Yeah.
So what exactly is her problem? It's more than just worried about you cheating.
My sister said to me, you need to be rough with my sister. Like, treat her like she done more hard than her. Then if I do that, then I'll go to jail and what happened?
Don't do that.
You're going to say I abuse your sister?
Don't do that. That was not the place for you, my friend. That was not the place for you. I'm glad you got away, and I'm glad you got away safely. I'm glad she didn't kill you when she shot you. And I hope you have learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah. That's why when I'm in a relationship now and I see this girl one time from Georgia. She's Jamaican too, and she have 2 kids. And it was a winter year, and I said to her, "Oh," she said, "You in the cold work?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm working hard for to save money for me and you to go retire in Florida." Yeah, you know. So what about your kids? So right away, I cut her off. I did like her, but I cut her off because that's how it started with her.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I said, she always bring up my kids from my ex-wife in the argument. So when somebody bring up nothing negative about my kids, yeah, I know it's a sign right there coming.
Mm-hmm. You got to pay attention.
Because if I love your kids like and treat your kids like mine, I don't never have nothing bad about to say your kids. And I didn't mention nothing about your kids. I said I'm just working hard out there in the cold to save money for me and you to retire. So I never say nothing about your kids, but you bring up negative stuff about my kids.
Okay.
That, yes.
Okay.
All right. So that's all I do.
Now you're guarded, huh?
Yeah, I protect it. Yeah.
Now you're guarded. All right. I was so happy to hear that. Guys, I hope you all learned something from Plumber's experience right there for sharing it with us. I certainly learned a lot because I know men do get abused. I know that happens, and I know there are men out there with mild, docile spirits, just like there are women out there. For those of you who have not yet seen my story, go ahead, check out on my down in my videos. You will see it how the abuse starts. It starts small, guys, small little things, like you go to the grocery store verbally. Yes, little things. Imagine you and him go to Walmart and he don't want to pay for the groceries because you have a child that's not his, and you bought something for the baby, and he's not paying the bill because it's not his child.
And for man,
little things.
The main thing I'm trying to tell Jamaican man, if you meet any woman, it could be my mother, and she can put 50% of her wages in the pot. You put 50% and she puts 50%, and if she don't want to put 50%, run.
Oh, that sounds like another topic for us, Plumber.
Run.
That sounds like another topic. So you are into the 50%, 50-50 thing, right?
Yeah, even if you're making $1,000 and he's making $300, he's supposed to get put 50% of that $300 towards 50% of your $1,000. Because you see, when you're in a relationship, especially when you're married and you broke up, remember, whatever asset you have a house, you're gonna split 50-50, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if the woman make $1, the man make $1, you make $20. You're gonna split, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Quite likely.
And if you say you love each other, and I'm the man, I love the woman, and the woman says she loves me, why I have to pay 90% or 100%? Why one person has to pay 90% or 100%?
You got a point, a very, very valid point, because a lot of people want to be leeches and they want to live off other people. And yes,
that's how most abuse started.
Yes, I agree with you. I don't know about the 50-50, all of that.
Care of somebody. That's how it always started.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
I was stupid because I always say, okay, I'm the man, I'm Jamaican, I pay 100% of everything. So, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you see, somebody couldn't appreciate that. So by the time a man like you now find a good woman, find a woman, you have so many walls up that she's not gonna experience all of those good things. You see how the woman they mash up things for other people.
No, but as a man, you also gotta have blinders. You gotta know that whatever happened in the past, if a new slate, you gotta rub it out. Just like you're doing your homework and get it wrong, you gotta rub it out and start over.
But you start over with the experiences, Plumber.
Yeah, but you can't bring it to everybody's different. You can't bring it. You just gotta look for the sign. You just gotta look for the sign, and the sign always there. It's just from a lot of women too. They put on blinders and say, "Oh, it's just one time. You'll get over. He's so sweet. The gym is so nice. He's so lovely. He opened the car door for me. Do this, he cook it. buy me expensive gift and you know, but they look over the small stuff,
Yes.
man and woman. So I did, and I almost lose my life. So
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that again. Don't do it again. I'm glad you have overcome. I'm glad you were able to get out of that. I am glad you were able to survive that gunshot. Whew. I I hope that in the future, plumber, you don't make those mistakes again. And you see those signs, and anybody else who is listening, when you see those signs, those very tiny, subtle signs, don't be afraid to run. It was a pleasure talking to you, plumber. I thank you as always. I appreciate your contribution to my lives. I thank you so much.
no problem.
All right. So next time,
Next time around.
yes, we are going to talk again.
All right.
All right, my dear. You have a great Sunday afternoon.
And I can also come back with a receipt to show you the police statement for who don't believe. I have the receipt.
Oh.
I have the receipt.
All right, plumber. We got you, my friend. We got you. We believe you. All right. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. All right. All right, guys. So that was my friend plumber. They're sharing his experience as a male who has experienced domestic violence. Who has experienced domestic violence? Domestic violence, guys, comes in many shapes and forms. Not just women are victims, men are victims too. We also know that, especially when a green card is being exchanged, is being given, yes, abuse comes like a freight train. In that case, there are just a few people who can honestly say that they went through a situation where somebody petitioned for them and the person did not abuse them. Very few people can say that, honestly. Lawrence said, Trev, love the mix-up. I'm going to see if at night I'm getting the fish head and tonka meal with peas. No, I'm not feeding you at night tonight. No, you're going to get it this afternoon. As a matter of fact, I'm closing up the live right now. Because I'm going to go downstairs and get everything together before I open back up the live so we can cook the fish. We can cook the fish and the turn cornmeal with the turn cornmeal and peas with the fish. Yes, I'm going to go. Michelle, Laurie, I love your belly, you know. So, but I'm going to go down and do the cooking, guys. So thank you all so much for joining me, guys. Thank you all for coming. We continue the conversations about domestic violence and abuse, spousal abuse, child abuse. We continue the conversations as the month goes on. And for those of you who might be contemplating whether or not your spouse is being abusive, oh, I just want to shove. Oh, he just pushed me over there, so it's not just. It is the beginning of something bigger to come. Do not sit there and categorize the abuse as just a little. It's just a little push. Oh, is love him love me? Why he didn't want me to go somewhere? I remember one time, guys, I'm telling you this many, many years ago, and I was in a relationship. I mean, maybe I've told you all this before. And I was going to my friend, a guy with whom I grew up from kindergarten. We grew up together, and he had a motor vehicle accident and passed away in the motor vehicle accident. And my friend had called me up and said, you know, Trev, today is Al's funeral. It was a Sunday or a Saturday, I don't remember. But my friend called me up and said it was Al's funeral. And I will never forget. I said, the man said, I'm not going away. So you're not going anywhere. You're not going to funeral. Like, yeah. So you're not going to funeral. And I tried to sneak the stuff in the bag to so that I could escape to go to my mom's, so I could get dressed from there and go to the funeral. And I tried to sneak out the back door, and the man see me sneaking out and catch me on the front. Take away the bag. Take away the bag. Take away everything. I never got to go to the funeral. I was so hurt. Like, what is this? So we tell you, say abuse start in very subtle ways. They raise them voice. Yes. Them start little things. Them start to spite you in little ways. Yes. And before you know it, you are in the fight of your life. The abuse has grown into a monster, and you are trapped and you cannot escape. No, sir, I'm not into no gunshot or no rockstone. Plus, slap me in my face. Look, exactly. What kind of love that? No love. It is not love. Guys, do not confuse abuse with love. Love is kind. Love is meek. Love is understanding. Love invokes a conversation. Love is peace. And if you're not getting all of that, it is not love. It is abuse. Take up your things and run. Until next time, guys, this is Trev from Trevessence, reminding you to always take good care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, peace. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love in our hearts. May now your peace fill this nation. Cause us, O Lord, to arise. Give us a fresh understanding of brotherly love that is real. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love. All right, guys. Peace. See you later. Bye, Lorraine. See you later.